Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be doing the apartment complex from Bee and Puppycat. Yeah, the whole complex, including the Wizard family's apartment, which is massive, and Cardamon's mom's apartment as well. But I did just start with Bee and Puppycat's apartment, which is basically just a one-room studio without a kitchen, which is mentioned in the show, and just a bathroom. So where the bathroom is in relationship to her front door, it does appear to be on the right, but then there is a long hallway and it's not really clear what's behind her. I decided it was a loft space above Cardamon's mom's bedroom, because there is a spiral staircase that goes up from Cardamon's mom's room, and it has to go somewhere because, Bee is on the second floor, and her bathroom, when it's leaking, is leaking down into Cardamon's bathroom. So it's clear that Bee's apartment is above Cardamon's apartment. And then if you don't know, Cardamon and Cardamon's mom are the landlords for the entire apartment complex. The number for Bee's apartment is 207, which is sort of a holdover from the pilot episode, which is drawn completely differently. It's a very different style, and the apartment itself is completely different as well. But even though they changed the apartment complex and the style the show was drawn in, they did leave the number for the apartment. So Bee's apartment continues to be apartment 207. Later we find that Cardamon's apartment is 107, so directly below 207. And we find that Deckard's apartment is 101. Now, I did end up finding some concept art later on in my making of this whole thing, and it looks like there's only 3 apartments in this little apartment complex, which doesn't entirely make sense because Deckard's apartment is 101. You would think there would be, other apartments between 101 and 107. Maybe there's only one apartment on the upper floor, because, I don't know, it's a weird old building that was made oddly. I'm not really sure. But yeah, from the concept art I was able to find, it looks like no, there's just the 3 apartments, and the Deckard's apartment, the Wizard apartment, is just really, really massive. So yeah, I don't know, it's a cartoon, so not exactly accurate to how apartments tend to be in real life. But I did not have that concept art when I was starting off. I was just using season 1, and I don't really know. I mean, the concept art obviously is not going to be in the show. It's just something that they would use for reference as far as where things are in relationship to each other. And it is really helpful when a show has that, because when they have action that moves around the location, they kind of know which direction the character should be moving across the screen for it to all kind of make sense. Not that a lot of cartoons really even need to care about that. They can go any direction and then just end up where they were going to, and it doesn't really matter in cartoons because you're not working in a real space. So, but it's nice when they at least imagine it realistically. I appreciate it anyway. So based just on the show, I was able to get the relationship of all of the different places that they go to in the show accurate to each other. So I have Deckard's apartment in the correct place in relationship to Bee and Puppycat's apartment. I have Cardamon's apartment in the correct place in relationship to Bee and Puppycat's apartment. Deckard's garden is in the right place. Cass's room and Deckard's room are in the right place in relationship to the garden and each other. So I was pretty happy with it. I just didn't get the outside look of it correct, and I didn't get the proportions of it correct. I found Crispin's room and I found Merlin's room, and I think those are screenshots basically from Lazy in Space. And then this is the concept art that I was able to find. And yeah, in comparison to what I had before I found the concept art, I did actually have everything in the right spot, so I was pretty pleased. But with the concept art, I did want to make it match the look of the show, so I got to moving things around so that they would all match. And it took kind of a long time to do the rearranging of all of the rooms, because it's not just rearranging, you then have to fix all of the weirdness that moving and reshaping rooms creates. But yeah, that's what I ended up doing, just moving Cardamon's mom's room over a bit, making their apartment much larger, making sure that you could still get to that loft space that's behind Bee and Puppycat's couch, basically. But yeah. In the end, I think it all turned out really, really well. And then I made some characters to go and test the space out and make sure that they could get everywhere. I did have to move the ladder in Bee and Puppycat's apartment so they could get up to the loft space. That's really not very necessary. There's no real reason for them to have to get up there. But since it's The Sims, I did actually want them to be able to sleep in a bed because it's really annoying to just have someone nap perpetually. And Bee doesn't have a kitchen, nor does she have a bed. She just sleeps on her couch. And in the Wizard household, I made the upstairs kind of like a really large library living room area, in addition to bedrooms for the brothers. And I tried to make each bedroom custom to the brother that it was supposed to represent. For Wesley and Crispin, Merlin, Tim, and Howl, as well as Deckard and Cass. So, and that's actually the cherry blossomy room. That's supposed to be Merlin's room, or not Merlin's. That's supposed to be Howl's room, and I didn't have a picture of that. I just based it off of his personality. I also did make a Puppycat, but I made him a person because I don't have cats and dogs on my computer. Also, I thought it would be more funny to have him as a person and give him like a weird like career, like he wants to be a criminal mastermind or something. As I thought it would be more fun for gameplay. So, and then I did make Howl because he's like my favorite one of the brothers that I know of thus far from the random little clips that I have seen from Lazy in Space. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I think it turned out pretty dang close to the concept art. And then the individual rooms, I think I was able to get them pretty close to what I've seen from Lazy in Space as well as from the show, the first season. So yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed this, and if you have, please like and subscribe. I'm going to have a montage of comparison pictures between the cartoon and what I ended up coming up with at the end, so please stick around for that. But yeah, I hope that you have fun, and please like and subscribe if you have, and have a wonderful day.